everybody, this is Frogman. Welcome back to Serious Engineering. In the last episode, we went to the end, we killed the dragon, and we did a few things around base. And I think this episode, we're going to continue on kind of doing some of the same stuff. Like, we're going to go play around in another dimension that we haven't bothered to visit yet. So, I've not done a whole lot. I finally got tired of staring at this. Hello, Mr. Creeper. Goodbye. I finally got tired of staring at this old mob farm that we had over here. So, I just more or less basically flattened it off, took the drop chute off. I still need to clean up these chests because they have a bunch of just random junk left in them. But now basically what happens is they run down there into the diamond spikes that are down over underneath all of this stuff. Down underneath this stack all the way down there. As we can see, there's zombies dying down there. And then I'm just pumping the items and whatnot, the fluids, back up to the top for right now, just so that we can get a few things set up. And I'm using, for once, some rather odd things, which are hopper ducks. I don't really ever very often use a hopper duck, but they are kind of a thing that I wish was actually in game on as far as vanilla is concerned. So just a little bit of iron, a little bit of thing gives you 4 hopper ducks, and a hopper duck basically acts like a hopper and a pipe at the same time. It has a single slot inventory, and it just moves things. Let's see if I can get down here so you can actually see what it looks like. This is the output side where the little grayish, brown, ironish kind of color looking thing is, and the input side is this fat side. So they can be pointed either direction. They can pump upwards, they can pump sideways. They do so at the rate of a hopper, so they're just kind of like a slow pipe. They're perfectly good for this little bitty mob farm, except for one little thing is that they don't interact with the radiant chests, and they do not interact with an item router. So for right now, we're just going to kind of let it sit there, and we're not going to worry about it. The other thing I was going to do while I was here, before we go do anything, is I wanted to make sure that I could shut that sucker off if I needed to now. So we do have a few of these, and I did grab a few of these levers. So I'm just going to go ahead and knock a couple of holes in the top of this thing very quickly, because I think we're going to go play somewhere else. So I do want to kind of do that before we leave, because I'm not quite done with this, but I realize I kind of need to get a video going, and if I don't get a video going, that should be the center, right? Yes, okay, cool. So one there. If we don't get a video going, you guys aren't going to get a video today. So let me get something going here. All right, shut off because I don't need you running. We'll do something eventually with this system. I still was just kind of in the middle of doing a couple of things here to get stuff working. So cool. All right, let's go put all of this stuff away. And we're going to go look at the Twilight Zone. Twilight Forest. Something I haven't done in a good little while. So we've already done 50% of the process. So apparently it requires a diamond block to get it open. Plus it's the only place to get any of the naquita that we need for the stargates, which we have a little bit of, but not a whole lot of. All right, so 1 diamond block, and I'm going to need some buckets. There just happens to be 4 buckets right there. And we need some flowers. I know I have some. I hope I didn't just chew them all up. I mean, we can make some. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. I think that one will work. Well, let's just run around. We need a few flowers. We need some water anyway, and I think those right there will work. So 1, 2, magnet on, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know it's too many already, but that's okay. And that should work. We need 4 buckets of water. So fly over here. And go figure out where we're going to put this. I have not thought about it. I don't know. I know that this one doesn't make a terrible lot of noise. But maybe we'll put it over on the other side of the base over here. Possibly right here. That looks like a good spot. So, I'm guessing grass, dirt, something. That's perfectly fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a few flowers. I think that should be enough. It used to be, I thought it was a diamond, just a single, but, oh yeah, we need to turn our magnet off. Let's go into the Twilight Forest and see what we can do. Very cool. All right, so that worked. Burnt one of my flowers, or burnt something. That's fine. We don't necessarily need the flowers. I think I've got all the stuff I need. How am I on food? Got plenty of food. We got plenty of oxygen. We got plenty of everything else. We're gonna go play around in here. Hey, there we go. Looks like we just loaded in. Yep, I had to kind of give that a minute because, you know, as always, it takes a couple of seconds to do a few things. All right, so let's go ahead and make sure we light this, or at least mark it. I know some mods, sometimes they tend to add a few other little places for your portal. And since we found out in the last episode while we were in the end that we could not use our fancy little recall amulet to get out of the thing, we were not in great shape. So, oh, awesome. We already got a hollow hill. I'm pretty sure by now anybody that's watching this series knows all about the Twilight Forest, and if you haven't, it's kind of I'm not going to go into massive depth about it, but what I do need at the first point in time is I need to go find a couple of things so we can make the map, which I know you don't necessarily need to make the map anymore, but we need to make a map focus, which is going to be requiring a raven feather and torch berries. Torch berries are found underground. So I'm going to grab those guys. There's a torchberry. That's wonderful. And let's go see if we can find a raven really quickly. And they're usually not too hard to find. I don't suppose we can see where we are. We're on the edge of the... Oh, great. Are we on the edge of the... Yeah, we are. Well, that's great. Yeah. There's a wall saying I'm not supposed to be in here. I should be making that logbook, but... We'll go ahead and make the map first. So let's go see if we can find a raven, which might be right over there. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. And we may actually have somebody in here, some kind of something in here. If I remember correctly, these are usually just little dungeons with a spawner in them, which, for some odd reason, the door is messed up. There's the door. Hello. And there was a skeleton druid. And there is another skeleton druid. I don't remember if they really drop anything in particular, but I think there's a spawner or something around in here somewhere. There it is. We don't need you. Goodbye. So yes, basically Twilight Forest, for those of you that have never been there, and I'm pretty sure, like I said, that most people have, is just a kind of another little world that you can explore in and do all the little quests and stuff that are in it. And I figure if nothing else, we can probably wander through a couple of the quests in a couple of episodes and just have a little bit of fun. So we're looking for a raven. Unfortunately, I have to kill the poor thing. Did I get the feather? No. Can I get a feather, please? There we go. Now we have the feather. Now we need to go ahead and make some of the other stuff. So now we know where we're at. We need to be able to create the map that shows us where things are so we can progress through the actual world. Now, there are various features. As you can see, we got these really large trees, which make a lot of wood. We have the, of course, the little gardens that are here. This is a hollow hill where this generally is a good, excellent place to come find a lot of resources, depending on the mod pack you're playing, unless it is also a Yeti spawner or whatever the thingy is. I think it's a different kind of deal. What in the world are those? Anyhow, you dig into the bottom of this, and there's all kinds of resources in the bottoms of these. What in the world? Oh, better animals. Okay. Get off of me. Okay, so that's not part of the deal. Anyhow, alrighty, so we need to go back to base and make us the map. So let's get out of here. Let me run, please. Great. And yes, I'm going to kind of do this vanilla-esque. There's actually supposed to be a way that you're supposed to be doing... Oh, great. Now we got to get back up on top and not die. Where did that spawn us in? Not where it was supposed to. All right, well, I'm going to go back to base, and I will see you guys when I get there. Okay, so really quick nap. I got back. It wasn't that bad. We just kind of ran down through the caves underneath the base until I ended up in the roguelike, because the roguelike, it kind of extends out over that direction. But we need to go ahead and make the map and the map focus so we can actually see what we're doing, and we're going to have to do other various things as we go through it. But let's go ahead and see what we can do. So the map focus should be nothing more than a little bit of crushed glowstone, and I picked some glowstone up, but I already have some, so that's good. Crushed glowstone, and the good stuff is a raven feather, torchberry. So there's the map focus, and then we need to make some. Where is my paper? Do we have any paper at all? Where do we have it? It's probably up. It's down here. That's an interesting place to put paper. Okay, cool. Well, that's fine. Regular old blank magic map. Now, we don't want to click on that until we go into the actual thing. And I'm going to save some of these extra parts because we may need to make another one eventually. So as we wander around and progress, we may need to make a slightly bigger map. Now, the other thing he keeps popping up here is... I don't suppose. Can I see that in the thing in here? Silence hunts and local wildlife in with firecraft map focus. Blah blah. We know. All right. Twilight. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? There was a. I need to know what the mod is that has. What are these? Twilight shader. Oh, I don't need any of these. I guess we'll have to pay attention to the next thing that pops up as far as things go, because there's a manual, which we seem to have all kinds of manuals for. Guidebook, field manual, guidebook to tech guns. I don't remember what the name of this is. Guidebook? Pneumatic pressurized Twilight Forest. Interesting. So I need a eggplant, a book and quill, and one of these mangrove saplings, or one of their saplings. So let's grab one of these real quick, since that's a regular 4x4 craft. So ink sack feather book. I don't know if I have any more books. Let's see. We'll grab a couple of things along just so we can see what that's all about. So we got some books over here. We got a book, thank you, and an ink sac should be right there, and a feather. We just need to go cut down a tree when we go back. So hopefully we don't have that problem again. But let's go back into our portal now that I've burned enough time screwing around. And we have to cut one of these trees down and get a sapling. So let's get a sapling of the correct tree. There's those guys, the little cicadas, and then the lightning. I actually like these guys. This is one of my favorite things because of these guys right here. I love these fireflies. Twilight Forest oak leaves. I think maybe these will work. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want the leaves. The cicadas, on the other hand, they're a little loud. Well, let's just fall out. Won't hurt anything. How about we try one of the other easier to get a hold of things? So let's break that. If I get a sapling yet, these guys are my favorite because you can actually put these guys in jars, I believe. Yeah, you put them in a jar, firefly jar, and then you can light your base up with them. They're really kind of a nice little way to make a nice light source. What the heck is that? Oh, more fishes, undead rising things. Okay, well, anyhow, we're going to have to find let's see. I'm going to just go ahead and see if my wood tree capacitor will take this down. And it didn't give me anything. That's wonderful. So can I go up here and get a little bit more wood, or get more stuff? Can I have this, please? I just want a sapling. Maybe? Okay, cool. All right, let's try this then. We have our own little traveler's guidebook. We'll grab one of those, and that also gets me a canopy tree sapling, and these make, I forget, what is it, canopy planks. So another one of those really cool things. There's lots of different woods and lots of different things and lots of different fun stuff and more stuff to build with, more trees to use, and also a bit of money that we can grab now. So we're almost done with that little section. I don't know how much more of this we're really going to, need. Traveling in style, all these kind of stuff around. We may play with that eventually. But let's see what this book is about. So this is that, once again, this is how we get you through the general areas. So you built a portal. That's, I think, the easiest way to do various things. So build a portal. Magic map is the first thing that it wants you to create, of course. And then we're going to be looking at entities, animals, undead things and stuff, treasures, maps, shaders, all this kind of fun things. So yeah, it's just a little book to have you kind of work through things. Hey, that's handy. Can I make it bigger than that? Oh, yes. Very cool. All right, so these are all, biomes. We're going to start looking at dark forest, general biomes. We're going to make the map. It's just basically kind of explaining you how to use some of the stuff. So we started somewhere over there, and I'm going to click the map so I can now see where I am. And if I remember correctly, the first thing I need to go do is find a naga. And a naga is going to be that little, like, green, red frowny face kind of thing over there that we need to go to first. And then we have I forget what these guys are. I think those are the knights. And yeah, the dark forest and all the various other things. But there's a kind of a progression you have to go through in the mod so that you can kind of get through the various areas. So first thing we need to go do is we need to go find a naga. And I think the naga is going to be over here, something like that direction. And when you find a naga, nagas are pretty easy. Hello. Because you see something that looks like that. Oh, hi. We haven't explored in a while. Get off of me, pig. Thank you. They're like just like that. Those guys right there. These are my favorite things in the whole mod, pretty much. Entire favorite thing in the whole mod. Gimme. And pumpkins. And is this a bear? Hi, bear. And yes, part of like I said, I know I didn't say it, but I went looking for one of these obsidian pillars with the lapis block on top of it because the crows tend to spawn around, or the ravens, I should say, tend to spawn around the bottom of these. All right, well, this is going to be a Naga dungeon, which are fairly simple, easy to take care of. New chapters unlocked. What do you have as far as new chapters? He'll probably try to come eat me out here, maybe. Yeah, he's already over here trying to get to me. He's pretty simple, easy to do. He's going to go drive around and just kind of destroy all the blocks, or fly around and destroy all the blocks in the fence. But this is a kind of a hedge maze-y kind of thing with a big ugly snake wandering around, slowly destroying all of the blocks around in the area. There's some very fancy little blocks that we're going to end up with, all kinds of different cool things, and basically the goal is to get rid of it. So, where is he? There you are. Hi. You dead yet? You're dead now. Cool. Well, that's too easy enough, I guess. The nagas are not that hard. When you have a reasonably decent bow and a reasonably decent sword or reasonably decent other things, you can take care of a naga pretty quickly. So I'm going to get rid of all this extra junk that I don't really need because I have chisel and I can make all of it. I don't need the pork chop either. This can go away. I have a couple of firefly jars. Awesome. Plus that, I'll just worry about those later. We got our naga trophy. We got the couple of shaders that I don't really care for because that's only going to go on that kind of stuff, and the shader bag, which I believe if I do the exact same thing, we just pop that open, we're going to get a nightly shader for some of the stuff for immersive engineering. Excuse me. Let's go on about the rest of the mess. So I don't need these shaders. I never use them. That's perfectly fine. We want to hang on to the scales. We don't need the silkworm. And I guess I can put some of this stuff away. Do I have room in my extra inventory? Yes, I do. And we have this extra box we can put some stuff in as well. So let's just put that away. And the fireflies, because I want to keep them because they're cool. And a sickly twilight oak sapling. I don't want that. We need these to be able to make some of the naga armors and the other things like that. That's really kind of all of the more necessary sense that you want them, and you're usually going to have to kill a few of them to get to that. But we got our trophy. Now, the trophy just looks like the Naga head, so we can get him back when we want to. And where did the stair block go that I don't want? So that's it. That's pretty much all that's in this area, just a Naga. Managed to get it killed before it destroyed all of it. There's a lot of nice little building blocks and some of the regular old random stuff laying around. So the next thing we need to do, now that we have a Naga killed, is we need to go to the next boss, which I believe, I'm hearing something else make noise, is either going to be the Lich King or it's going to be the Dark Forest with the Knights. And I'll have to stop and take a look at our little book and see what our little book says. It's been a minute since I've done this. Treasures, trophies. I don't want your shaders. Trophy info. Looks like this book is not written up. I might have made that book for fun. Yeah, I know, Magic Map, I know. I know that too. Entities, animals, things and stuff. So you're just going to record everything I've ever done? Ah, Naga. Yeah, I know. I might just put that in the trash. Because if that's all that's going to do, that's all I need it for. Okay, where are we? Ow. Hey, dude, get... I guess I needed more pork chops. Thank you. I really, really needed more pork chops. What is this? Just a regular old mush gloom or mush whatever deal kind of thing. And I want one of those. More of those, please. The sheep in this area have horns. So they're just kind of pretty much the same kind of sheep that you're used to playing with. And I guess what we need to go do is we need to go figure out the next location that we want to go try. And like I said, I can't remember whether it's the Lich King or if it's the Knights that I have to go do next. So give me a second. I'm going to go check it up. Okay, yeah, that's what I was remembering it to be. We need to go find a Lich King. And he's going to be that way. So we're going to just kind of do this the normal way. Again, you're supposed to be kind of not flying, and I'm going to try not to fly. I may glide a little bit just because, you know, I have the glider on me, but we're not going to climb a tree just to fly halfway across the map because your exploration is supposed to happen on the ground. Hello, that's a nice big hole. Now, as far as how much he's managed to, how much Serious Creepers changed the generation in this area, this particular dimension, is whether or not we're going to go spend a little bit of time mining. But we're going to kind of just mess around and see what we can get done today. I would like to at least get a couple of the bosses fought just for funsies. There he is. There's his tower. This is going to be kind of fun because, you know, I've got really, really decent armor. That's the only thing I'm not normally doing that I would normally do with this. But then again, we're coming in. It's modded. We're going to play it with modded armor. I'm not going to be able to fly. I do, however, have the ability to climb. So this is his little palace fortress thingy, whatever you want to call it. And it let us in, so it did work. As we saw with the Dark Forest, there would be like a force field around the outside of this building that would not let us in. And I believe so much as I would not be able to break blocks on the outside of it to be able to get in as well. So it's definitely a progression-based mod, and it's one of my favorite mods. That's why I'm glad it keeps getting reproduced. And there's another thing I found out about that I've been having a lot of fun with. You see how long it takes to break that stone block? If I break that with this pickaxe, that's a silverfish rate. That's a whatever you want to call it block. And if you look, it doesn't go into my inventory because that's a silverfish block or a monster block. So, all right, now we are in the Lich King thingy, and I did not bring any, once again, did not bring any torches. So we're just going to kind of hopefully not have too much of a problem in here. Probably should have bought a bunch of torches. All right, I'm going to go get some, and I'll be right back. Alrighty then. Where were we? There we are. Alright, I went down and got a little bit of just stuff sorted out. Caves appear to be pretty much normal generation from what I can tell at this point. So we do have a few torches finally. One of those things I forget about actually is the recipe. You can get torch berries. And if you find torch berries and some sticks, you can make torches. Plus, there's also this recipe. So, rather handy little thing. I guess we're good to go. We at least have a stack and a half of torches, or at least, yeah, a reasonable, decent amount of torches, a stack of torches, whatever. So, let's go do a little bit of exploring. The main boss is on the top of the tower. So, we're going to go do a real quick kind of look-see around in some of the side rooms just to see if there's anything down on the bottom right off. Sometimes there's lots of good stuff. Sometimes there's not a whole lot of good stuff down in the general area of everything. So, what is down here? Just water? Water. Okay, cool. Hi. Good God, you scared me half to death, sir. All right, let's get our wandering ways up the top of the tower. Oh, this one's going to be a broken staircase. Great. I'm going to pay attention to the staircase. So, we're going to go up both sides. Both staircases go up both directions. There's all kinds of normal stuff. So, going to go ahead and do this. And what do we have? Just a spider or skeleton spawner, which I do not need any of these at this point. We need them for other better things. And they're going to fall down on top of us because we've been standing here this entire time. So not a too terribly big deal. We'll just kind of wander around and see if we can't take out some of these spawners. Shouldn't be too terribly hard to do. And there's like these little side rooms, which if you poke a hole through the wall, these are going to be the little buildings and whatnot on the outside that are going to be hanging out. So just got to keep making sure we toss a torch down here and there and make sure we're staying safe. There's another one of these up here. Okay. And we just take care of you guys if I can manage to hit you once or twice. Ooh, that's right. I'm going to have to be careful. Oh, they were fighting each other. That's nice. We'll have to be careful. Get off the thing. Just die. And we do this. And poke a hole in the wall and take a look. Oh, one of these things. I love these books. They're so much fun. Alright. Have we got enough junk yet at this point in time? We haven't gotten anything cool. There was a room down here on the side that we walked by. And I don't think there's going to be much more than a floating book and a zombie in it. And I do not want the stinking spawners. I'm not even worried about killing them at this point because we want them for other things. So, yeah, we'll just keep going. What do we got over here? Another little stairway. Okay, so this one's not going to have anything in it. Okay. All right, now we're getting to the outside rooms. Some of these extra rooms that hang out on the outside over here that they can occasionally have something in and occasionally do not. So we'll just toss. I love the step assist. You don't have anything. You don't have anything, so I will go ahead and just put a torch down so I know I went in there. Hi. Getting a little dark. Another one of these spawners. Nothing else. Another one up there. Okay, cool. Too terribly, not too, like I said, again, not the world's hardest thing. I wouldn't recommend coming in here if you didn't have a decent amount of armor and weapons and things like that, because I have gotten my tail wrecked in here before. Nothing else. Yeah, we're starting to get a little bit more, but yeah, basically we just got to climb the tower. Ah, there we go. There's the bottom. Fine, fine, fine. Awesome. Hey, I like that hat. Can I have that hat? No, probably already do have that hat, knowing me. All right. Anything else we want to look at? Got that room done. There's a bunch of rooms over there. We'll probably work those things down. But let's go ahead and take care of the actual boss in the thing. So let's clear out our inventory of all the unnecessary junk. I don't want paper. I don't want any of these. We don't need those. We don't need any of those potatoes. We need the bones out of our way, the spawner fragments, the skeleton head skulls. I'm going to do that with, and I'm going to do this. Because I want to be able to regain health when I need to regain health. So let's go ahead and pop the thing. And there he is. He's a very simple, easy gentleman to take care of. He's going to defend and send things out like that. And the goal is to basically just reflect these back at him. So I got to spend a little bit of time. There you go. Do that. He has a little shield that I can't hit him on, so I have to take the little orbs that are thrown at me and send them to him. Come on. All right, now he's done. Oh, yeah, that's right. This has Vorpal on it. Well, that was quick. What did we get? We have some more people coming up to say hi? I was like, why did he die so quick? Oh, yeah, we have Vorpal. Vorpal is this wonderful thing that just does a massive amount of damage very often or very occasionally. So, okay, cool. We're done with that part. What else do we get? Anything at all? All the paintings, all the pictures, all the fun stuff. If you want to collect them, you can collect them. That's cool. I have no interest in it. I think what we're going to do is, which side did we go down the most of? Oh, there's a mad Enderman down there at me. Is he going to walk all the way up here? No, he's not going to. Cool. All right, so make sure we got all of the important stuff that we need. So I don't need you, don't need you, don't need this. We don't want the shader bag. I don't want this. Golden leggings. Not really all that much good. And that one can definitely go away. And that one can definitely go away. The ender pearls, I guess, or whatever. We have plenty of ender pearls. And we got his scepter of life draining. So we may use this on something. We may not. We'll put that over in the corner. We have the Twilight Lich King trophy, which looks kind of like that. Very cool. It will be coming with me. Put that back. And I think at this point we may have enough time. So let's run down to the bottom and just make sure we didn't miss anything really good. You know, these side chambers. Here, that's what I was looking for, is one of these kind of deals. Yeah, let's see what we get. Anything? Couple of potions, couple of things. But the real treasure trove in a lot of these is all of the bookshelves. It's just absolutely all of the wonderful bookshelves that you get. Some mods, especially mods, you know, some of the older mods, the Twilight Forest was really great because all of these books would spawn in and do various things, which is awesome. So I'm going to gather up a bunch of books just because, you know, you never know when you need a bunch of books, especially trading and things like that. That's awesome. I think this should work. That area is chunk loaded. Nice. And you can have those paintings and the spawner shards, and we're going to go ahead and put our food back because we don't need it now. Good deal. Cool. Let's go down one more of these very quickly. Is there anything over here? This is the one that came out. That is the one that ends. Oop, there's one over here. Just a bunch more books. Yes. Yep. Another one of those little outside alcove things, whatever you want to call these little... These have a name. I have just no idea what they're called. Why does it look like it's big right here? We did go do this one. Cool. What's over here? Another little one with a big joining thing right there, yes? Where is it? It's over there. How am I getting over there? Ah, here we go. Cool. Another big room. Darn Raiders coming for your colony tonight from the southwest. Awesome. Okay, well, we're going to carefully float to the bottom of the tower, and I need to go take care of that little problem. But I think for right now, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be good enough for me. So we got that dude, and that dude, and that dude done today. And we will continue on with something else later on in the next episode, somewhere in the Twilight Forest. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.